This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. It's a Technique Tuesday, so this is a technique tidbit lesson. And in this lesson, we're going to work on interval skips within a scale. Now, this is really helpful in developing left hand dexterity, just control between the right and left hands. So you can do this with any scale mode. You can do it with any scale form. I've got us doing it here just with the classic major scale 2 octave, and we got the extra couple notes. If you haven't done the major scale before, you may want to check out the Theory Thursday lessons where I walk us through understanding the fretboard through the major scale. It really unlocks the fretboard. I'm just going to do it here with this one. This is a great one to start with. So if you don't know that major scale, it's up there on the board to help you out. So what we're going to be doing is interval skips, meaning we're going to be skipping from one note to another note within the scale that skips over. Stepwise motion goes from one note to the next, so we're skipping over notes, and trying to land those interval skips really helps us gain control. Music that we play will have interval skips in it, and it will have stepwise motion, and so we need to practice both stepwise motion through a scale and interval skips. It really opens it up for us. Now, I've done before on Technique Tuesday working through with the interval skips of thirds through the scales, so that would be another lesson to check out if you haven't seen that one before. We're going to work through in fourths, and when we do that with this scale, it's going to mean skipping over 2 notes. So from this one to that one, as we get started, we skip over these 2. The guitar is in fourths. It's tuned in fourths for the most part. So a lot of times we'll actually be just working from one fret on one string to the same fret on the next string. Sometimes we won't, but a lot of times we will. Which means that we're going to do a lot of finger rolls with this one. So as I go, as we get started here, and I walk us through it nice and slow, I've got my middle finger on that 6th fret of the 6th string. So that's where I'm going to place this right in the middle. You can work these all over the neck, get used to the tighter fingerings up high and the wider spacing down low. We're just going to do it right here in the middle of the neck. So my middle finger's on that B flat, which is at the 6th fret of the 6th string, and I'm going to roll up to the 4th of the scale, which is the same fret on the next string. Then I come and start off step 2, and I'm going to go up by a 4. So I'm going to work my way up through the scale, but as I do, I'm going to catch a 4th above that note within the scale. And a lot of the times it's going to be the interval of a perfect 4th. If you want to know about intervals, check out that Theory Thursday lesson on intervals. But I'm going to go middle there, pinky's going to grab up to the next one, then I go on to the 3rd step of the scale, up to the 6th, and then I got the 4th up to the 7th. Now in this case, it's actually a tritone or an augmented 4th. So this is one of the cases where I'm not going up a perfect 4th, and I'm not going from the same fret to the same fret, only on the next string. And I go from 5 up to that root, and then I take 6 up to the 2, 7 up to the 3, pinky up to the 4, and then index up to the 5. And because of the tuning difference, only being a major third between the 2nd and 3rd strings, I actually go 1 fret higher there, and then I've got my 3rd up to the 6th, and then I've got to reach down for my pinky. So I'm going to roll backwards on this one. So I start sort of with a flattened out finger, and I come back, and then we got to reach over a string up to that 7th, and then I got my 5th up to the root, and the 6th up to that 2. Once I've gotten there, I'm going to come back down with 5 up to the root, and then 4 up to the 7th, 3 to the 6th, and then I got 2 to the 5, root to the 4, 7 to the 3, 6 to the 2, 5 to the root, and then 4 to the 7, and then 3 up to that 6, 2 up to the 5, root up to the 4, 7 up to the 3, and then I'm just going to come back to my root. So I've used the entire range of this scale form. Any scale form that I would go through, I would use the entire range. So I just go as high as I can, go as low as I can, go back to that lowest root. I'm going to play through it without talking here. So go ready and... just like that. Now as you're working through these, the best thing to do is just keep track of the next one that you're playing, and as you work through them, if you accidentally skip over one, that's okay. That sort of thing happens as we're doing this. We just get better at it. You want to play these as slow as you need to play it accurately, and then slowly increase the tempo. I'm going to play it a little bit faster here, so you go ready and... like that. Now that's the ascending ones. Once I've got the ascending ones down, I can actually do it in a descending fashion. So starting on that root, I'm actually going to start on the 4th and then come down to it. Then step 5 down to 2, then 6 to 3, 7 to 4, and then my root to that 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to the root, 5 to 2, 6 to 3, 7 to 4, and then that high root to that 5, 2 to the 6, and then I come back down, 7 to that 4, 6 to the 2, or 3, sorry, 5 to the 2, 4 to the root, 3 to the 7, 2 to 6, root to 5, 7 to 4, 6 to 3, 5 to 2, 4 to root, 7 to the, or 3 to the 7, and then 4 back to that root. So if I take that a little bit faster here, or without talking, ready and... that. Now with this one, these finger rolls are a little bit tricky, and it's really great for the hand. We have to get used to sort of flattening out and then coming up on the tip. So, really great technique to work. I'm going to play this just a little bit faster so you can hear it. You can play right along with me if you're able to, or just get the sound of it in your ears. So go ready and... like that. So super great thing to work on, really great for that hand. Hope that helps. Got lots of lessons coming out on the channel. In the next Technique Tuesday lesson, we'll look at some more scale exercises, working that scale pattern, get us going, getting that dexterity working. So lots of great things to come. Hope you're having fun. Take care, and we'll see you again. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.